Hey everybody, welcome back to aRhino playing Minecraft. We're at episode 17, and this is something I want to take care of right away. 2049 glass to the garbage for a little glass roofs way up there. So I'm going to head over here to our villager trading area. And you can see I've spent some time mining. I got 24 ancient debris and I got gold ready to craft it all up. And I want to do that right at the start for what we're going to be doing later in the episode. I actually want to get over to a guardian temple today and probably not build up the entire farm, but I want to kind of set up a new base area over there. And one of our goals is to kind of conquer every biome, build like a bit of a settlement. So we have like our spruce biome settlement, our jungle settlement, our main city here, the ocean monument, coral reef area, the Atlantis kind of thing, just so we get like all sorts of build styles and all sorts of environments and areas we get to work with. That'll be a lot of fun. So I want to start on that second one today, and that's why I actually have that ancient debris on me, is so I can go there and not just get totally beat up by the guardians. But first of all, I want to take care of this glass. We got a pretty good start on it, so I want to finish that up, and then let's get that smelting, get all netherite's gear, and head over to the monument. All right, 2049 glass to the garbage. Well, that comes out to a full chest we have here, and then actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1 extra on the that 6 stack. So we can throw all of these out, get rid of our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, and we have paid our dues here. There we go. Awesome. Well, I'm glad that job is done there, so I can get rid of that eyesore. Get rid of some of this other stuff here too. Still gotta find a spot for these shulker boxes, but let's head in here and check out. I got the netherite all smelted up here, so we can actually make 6 more ingots. Awesome. And I want to go, hook up all of our gear here, so we'll be fully, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll actually have 1 extra. I could use it on a fortune pick, maybe, but I really don't use it for, like, you just break up some redstone or some diamonds with fortune, so there's not really like a use for it. Like, I don't need the extra durability or the toughness because I don't go digging with them really. But this is something I have waited a long time for. Oh, that's amazing. And then I think, yeah, we're doing netherite ingots over here. Yeah, there's the scrap even. So let's put all this on and see what we look like. That's awesome. I almost look like Batman, but I'm a rhino. Rhino Man? I don't know. Let's get back to business. So, jump on down, and they are blasting at me. Let's find the opening. The entrance here. Oh, maybe let's get the conduit down first. Get out of my way. See, I think the trick with these guys is you keep going behind barriers so they can't zap you. You have to interrupt that little beam they shoot at you. All right, so let's just get some of the blocks from this guy, and we'll use this to build up around the conduit, because that's going to have a ring around in every axis, right? Okay. I think it's 45, maybe? I forget. Let's do this. See where that gets us. I'll put it right at the top. I most definitely should not have tried to put it at the top. Hey. Yeesh, they pack a punch. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm almost dead here. Yikes, yikes, yikes. And tactical maneuvers. Okay, and let's get rid of his view. Yikes, 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 yikes. This is not going well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 2, 2. This is not going well. This is not going well. This is not going well. I can't even see. That's so. Oh, and I can't break the sponge. Ugh! Okay, I need to plan better. I need milk buckets, invisibility potions. That did not go well. That did not go well. Let's plan a little better and come back. Get rid of this guy. Nice. Ooh, we got his head. Got him. Got him. Got him. Boom. 2 down, 1 to go. Oh, I was just here a second ago. Threw these away. Didn't realize all these sponges right above me. Look at them all. Wow, he takes a lot of hits. Boom. All right. 3 for 3. This should be cleared now. For us to do whatever we want. If we want to clear this out and use this as our here, I'll just go out here for a second. If we want to use this temple for our guardian farm, we could use, where's that other one? It's super close by. Right over there, yeah. We could use that one too, and honestly, I might just go on a sponge gathering quest today. So we got almost a stack already. No way am I going to, and yeah, no way am I gonna clean this all out, build the farm all in one episode. So maybe what I'll do is gather some sponges, build the walls around where I want the farm to be, because you have to get rid of every single water spawning space. Let's see, in this area here, structure bounding boxes. So this big old box, I have to get rid of every water space, and I might be able to use some flying machines. I think the sponges are definitely going to help. Cleaning, I got to clean out all the water on the inside too. The big thing is I have to decide, do I want to rip this entire structure down or use it as my base? And then I can connect with the coral reefs over here and build a little town among them. That could be cool. But I want to get a little bit of a settlement going. So maybe what I'll do, maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll get rid of all the water on the inside today too. So at least I know I can come in here and be safe, have my nether portal, and then explore around a little bit. Yeah, yeah. So jobs today are going to be get some sponges, build the walls around here, clean out the inside, and maybe build a house or two over there. Let's get to work. I think now we're going to have to head over into a creative world to design the walls we want to use. That's going to be a big, it's going to be like a major thing, right? So let's head over to a creative world, see what we can figure out for that. Okay, here's kind of what we're working with. I know it's going to be 60 blocks lengthwise and 24 blocks tall. Plus, there's probably going to be some ocean floor areas that dip lower, and we can just continue the design down. I like this middle 5x5, so it's dark prismarine, light blue wool, this stripped warped stem stuff um, in that little pattern there. It's this middle part in between that I'm really struggling with. So I tried a bunch of different things. I do think I want to keep the warp stems like this. We're going to have to farm up a bunch of them, but it's kind of easy to do, and it gives us another farm to build. So we can take care of that. But I think it's that block in the middle that's really going to make or break it. And there are just a bunch of different designs here. I'm kind of leaning towards the planks right now, just because that's kind of the smoothest transition, easiest on the eyes. I do like this little depth change. I think the green kind of stands out in a cool way. And really what I'm doing is just trying a bunch of different things in the middle here. So maybe we try more dark prismarine. Let's see how that looks. And that that makes it look a little too flat. It's kind of like whatever I try, it just doesn't quite seem to work out. What if we did something crazy, like red sandstone walls? That could be, I don't want to try collecting all those, but granite walls maybe? I mean, there are just so many options that, that's not that bad. Let's do more of that. Let's do more of that once. All right, check it out. We got a completed wall design here, and I like it. I think the granite looks good. It's simple, but it's still enough to look at that's interesting. I did have a last minute idea after I copy and pasted it all around. I think I'll put these sea lanterns on the top and bottom here. The colors mesh really well from one to the other here. I mean, if I put it up there, you can hardly tell that it's even like another block there. So that's a cool. And I need some light on the ground here. I'll need a floor design too, but we'll get there in due time. On top, if I didn't have these slabs here, these are all spawnable. Um, which the sea lanterns cover that, but it just looks kind of incomplete otherwise. It just doesn't quite look right by itself. So I think I'll put the warped slabs on top like that. Tried a couple things, but I think that meshes it all together enough that I'm okay with it. I'm happy with it. We can always change it if we want to. So the issue comes in is we need all these warp stemmed and stripped warp stem blocks, and that's a lot. Tall order, right? We're pretty much set on the blue wool. We can just set up the sheep farm again if we really have to. The dark prismarine, we're gonna have to yeah, we're probably gonna have to get the guardian farm going before we get much of that. So we won't get enough just from tearing out the temple. So I have one of the problems solved. We built a tree farm here. This was my first attempt. It worked okay, but not great. So let's just ignore all that. Maybe I'll actually. No, you can't get rid of anything. It's history, no. So let's look at what we're doing here. Basically, what's happening is I keep pulling these pistons up and down. And if I give myself some bone meal, let's see, bone meal here, and I break my way in. If you bone meal the nylium here, oh, there we go. You'll get some of the plants, but you also get a chance to get the fungus that can grow into a tree. So I keep pulling those pistons up and down to break the plants if they're the wrong ones. And at the same time, there's another dispenser here. This bottom one is creating all those plants. This top one tries to bone meal the fungus into a full tree. Now, the reason we have all this glass around here is, actually, there's a good reason. You can see that these grow just all over the place. These are kind of partially blown up, but they'll grow to all different heights and left and right and all over. So I made this big glass tube around here. This is totally solid through glass. So it blocks their generation. They can't grow anywhere else except for the few blocks that are right in front of these pistons here. And then I have a clock that the pistons just keep pushing back and forth to push them all into an obsidian blast chamber here. I have a TNT duper that is on another clock here that will fire every 14 items going back and forth fairly often. And then sometimes the TNT lands here, gets some stuff up above. Sometimes it lands down below and gets some of the stuff down below. And then you can see I ran it for a little bit already, and this thing works. The one thing is, if I want to switch tree types here, from the warp to the crimson, I do have to come in here, probably punch out one of these bits of redstone dust. There we go. Oh wow, and a tree grew already. Look at that. And I have to take out the nylium here and switch it out with the crimson nylium. Let's show you how it works here. I'll put all these back, replace the redstone. There we go. And I'll turn on the clock. This turns this clock on. It turns the observer clock on for the dispensers, and turns the TNT clock on. So a lot going on. There we go. Okay, pretty slow. There's some's coming. You heard the TNT going. Come on. There's one. Gets pushed up too by those pistons. You can see eventually it all is going to make its way over here. So let's speed it up here a little bit. I'll do a tick warp. 3,600. I think that's like 3 minutes of speeding up here. You can see everything's just going way faster than normal. There we go, there we go. And now it's working. You know what I should do is empty out all these chests here and show you just how much we're actually getting. There we go. Let's try it one more time. We'll probably have to put lights up here because I can't count on enough room lights to light up all the blocks there. There we go. All that gets blown up. New stuff pushes any leftover items. There we go. Sometimes they get pushed off over the edge. Look at all those items. Yeah, so it works decently fast. It's definitely quicker than just trying to do it all by hand. And it's automatic, so you know, can't beat that. 3 minutes, 4 stacks of stems, some warp blocks. We can turn that back into bone meal and feed the dispensers back here. All in all, I think it works pretty well. It'll serve as a good just general wood farm, but also to get all of these to put up on the walls here. So I think let's. Oh yeah, that's an issue too. See all the items up there. Every time it's a plant. There you go. That's not a fungus and doesn't get grown. They're gonna get pushed all the way. Kind of they're forced through the blocks all the way up top here. So if I clear my inventory, just in those few minutes, got all of these. So I'll collect those probably just to get the full double chest of them. But probably I'll put water streams up here and just compost them. And this doesn't have to be glass. It can be anything. I just like looking down and seeing it all. So next step, let's find a spot and go build this in our main world. All right, there's our guardian temple where we're going to build the walls. And here is where we're going to build the stem farm that we just showed. So I figured I'd use the same kind of block palette, and we'll use this. Hey, hey, hey. Back it up, back it up, back it up. I'm leaving. All right, leaving your temple alone. All right. Yeah, so I want to use the same block palette as I used for the walls and the farm as I will for the little city, town base we build underwater over here to keep some consistency. We'll have to terraform down here a little bit better. There's some sharp edges like over there that don't look so good. Yeah, I think it'll just tie it all together and we'll connect the two areas as best we can. One of the things I'm thinking is I want to keep as much of this coral in place as I can, not tear it down, and just build everything around it. Like don't touch the ship, don't touch the coral. This I had to take out one little bit of coral to make it work, but I think it looks good. So what's going on in here? I got some scaffolding. We use the tree types as the floor here, and then I'll just load in what we have to build. There we go. So basically, there's that glass tube, and I think I'll fill that all in with stone, which maybe changes this top bit a little bit, and I put some sand on top. But it's good for now, right, to work it all in. So let's get building and see how this goes. All right, we are back. And before we wrap up this episode, I think I'm going to fill this in and tell you how I want to change it already a little bit. Probably fill in some sand on this top layer. This is all just kind of really blocky, which is what it is. That's the nature of the farm. But probably make an entrance on the front side, so I can just get down to these chests are the bone meal um, feeder hopper chains and all that. So if I look in here, it all just feeds down over into every single dispenser here. So I can fill it all from right there. My master on-off switch is actually right here. So I could bring that lever up and do a little bit of different things there. But all the items come down here, so I'd have to pump them up to level up here. So for now, I think let's just get in here, start filling up. This is going to be ridiculous. All this bone meal. I can just throw this all out here. Oh, and then, of course, I got to put it all in the top. This is going to take a while to fill this all up and have it filter in. So let me do this. I'll get back to you once this is done. Give me a sec. All right, it's the moment of truth. I filled up all the dispensers. I kind of just kept grabbing from it and filled them up. So let's turn it on. See if anything goes wrong. All right. Okay, trees. Hey, hey. Why isn't that going? Why isn't that going? Oh, I forgot a piece of redstone. Okay. Not that we need the explosions yet, but And there we go. Well, this is why we do this. We find what's wrong. Okay. Looking good. That should go again soon. Oh, this is gonna be bad. All right, found an error. I'll be right back. Okay, awesome discovery I just made that way speeds this up. Instead of a repeater, I put an observer right here. Every time this flicks, the pistons just do a quick fire, but they spend way more time back actually than if it was every time they flick. If you can just imagine that they stay on and until the next time they flick again, then they stay off until the next time they flick again. Basically, I'm giving the trees way more time to grow up into that space. If I'm just pumping logs and stuff out here like crazy. And if we just watch this for a second, okay, TNT comes down, it's going to get a bunch up top. Boom, awesome. And then down here, this is like all in the last few minutes. This did not take long at all. And I must have a full chest full of these. So this is my favorite thing I've maybe ever built, ever. Unlimited wood, basically. I'm going to have to get the wart blocks composting, I think, if this is going to be totally renewable. But I even have the little roots here and stuff composting. That's getting some extra. So, man, oh man, am I happy with this. But let's get back to the base, do the block of the day. All right, here we are finishing up an episode in the different room. And yeah, this is still taking some getting used to. What's going to happen when I break this anvil? I might want to move the dragon egg now that I think about it, but that's a problem for a different day. Episode 17. There, that button doesn't like to work. Stem farm, I think, is the highlight of today. And then I think we'll, next episode, in between episodes, I'll probably clean up that area, make it a little nicer, and figure out a way to get more bone meal. That seems to be the big problem right now. Even if I compost everything coming through here, maybe I just redivert that all into bone meal. Oh, you know what? Before I finish up, let's check over in here. If I compost all this stuff, Okay, it is on doing that right now. Aha, we got more. Oh, we got more. Okay, I'm feeling better about it. As long as that stays composting, you know what? I think we'll be okay. Sweet. Well, great episode, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.